Hello, everyone. Tonight is Aleš with us. And Aleš, in two sentences, what was your business idea and how does it help the world?
First of all, hello to everyone who's listening to this, and thank you, Robert, for the opportunity.
Pleasure.
Currently, I'm doing coaching and consulting for business progress, sales development, business development, and career progress. I also help people to perform better in personal, career, business life. In two sentences.
Excellent. But you still have 9 to 5 job. Is that correct?
Yes, I work in a corporate world as my full-time job, but in some point in my, let's say, my life or career, like 3 years ago, I realized that I have like a lot of energy, ideas, a lot of, let's say, knowledge, skills, expertise in some areas.
Mhm.
And on the other hand, I saw that the people or companies need that what I have. So I started sharing my knowledge, experience, mindset, and helping people with some, let's say, free advices, friends, and so on, the people I knew. And then this turned on into some, let's say, business opportunity. So I started with newsletters, some online programs, and now I'm really focused on, let's say, one-on-one consultations and coaching to help mostly individuals and also some companies. Yeah.
So a lot of people have this knowledge and help other people and things like that, but not all of them start the business for real. What was that moment when you went, okay, this is idea, this is what I'm doing for free. Let's make a business from it. What was the trigger, or was that a moment, a person, or it just happened?
Actually, it was kind of process. I was procrastinating for some time. I was like, or let's say developing the idea or looking what I'm an expert in. And then I started sharing my knowledge also on LinkedIn, or let's say mostly on LinkedIn and with my friends in some business groups, inside business groups. And then I saw that there is like quite a demand for this support. So and then it was just, let's say, like a snowball rolling, like it was bigger and bigger, more and more opportunities, more and more people like started to asking me for, let's say, for the advices. And I said, I mean, this is like a serious problem, like the people have, or the companies, they have challenges, problems. I have the solution. I know how to listen. I know how to help them. So then it just started like a flow. And yeah.
So, what are were some of the biggest challenges you faced when starting with this?
I would say like exposing yourself, like starting promoting yourself, like publicly, let's say mostly online or even on some live events, like some networking events or some business events. You need to get rid of that fear and just start doing it. Let's say small steps,
Mhm.
and then these small steps they sum up, and then some progress shows. um, I mean, you kind of need to, like in a one-person business, you need to develop or establish a personal brand. You
Mhm.
must become a go-to person for some, let's say, topics or challenges or problems.
Mhm.
So this is how I started, and this is how I'm building, let's say, this my side hustle currently. Yeah.
Mhm. So we said in the announcement of this event that we'll be talking about sales trends, how to use AI. Uh, so, what are the sales trends right now, and how to approach it?
I will say that human-to-human relations are still the most important in business.
Hmm.
Of course, the technology helps, but there's like what I've realized when speaking with some clients is that the people are like using this technology like way too much, or they're not like personalizing, let's say, some strategies which were created by the AI. So they with the disadvantages, but of course, technology is going to stay, and we have to take maximum of it.
Hmm.
And let's say writing currently, or let's say in the last years, is became strong. Let's say in marketing, in sales, in I don't know, in brand development or personal brand development. So writing skills are, let's say, really important because I mean, even though if you don't work in sales or marketing, for example, you need to write, the CV if you're looking for a new job. You need to write to the clients, the emails, I don't know, some chats on Slack and stuff. Writing it's kind of like superpower these days, I would say, in business and also, let's say, for the career progress.
So would you say this is the founding stone for sales for entrepreneurs and freelancers and companies?
Yeah, absolutely. I would say writing and proper use of technology and following, let's say, the latest trends in the industry, or let's say in the sales approaches. This is must do for all the entrepreneurs or people working in sales or the business owners or freelancers. And one important thing is you need to expose yourself. I mean, in business in general, you need to have a guts. You need to dare to do something. Just to stop procrastinating, to waiting for the perfect moment, or being shy in front of, let's say, some audience. I mean, you need to step out, show your skills, talk about yourself, and
Mhm.
of course listen to the other person as well. It's not only about yourself. Yeah.
So, but how do you develop writing skills? How do you approach this problem?
For me, LinkedIn is like a really good platform because it's like there's a lot of written content. Of course, there's some other content involved and some other media types as well, but you can practice a lot. So this is how I improve, like writing and learning from the other, let's say, creators.
Mhm.
I also attended some workshops. I tested, let's say, some approaches. I've seen what worked well, what didn't work well, and I was listening to let's say, to some clients or some other people telling me their experience. Like a lot of people these days are trying to write, let's say, sales offers or stuff related with that with the help of AI. But the problem is it's really generic. I mean, I get these cold messages, let's say, from people or companies from around the world, different products, different services or offers, but the text is, like, in many cases exactly the same. you
Mhm.
know so these days, if you know how to write, like, let's say, authentic, your personal style, or including some humor as well, to
Mhm.
be different, or let's say to write short, not let's some long sentences, that's a huge competitive advantage, because you're fighting to get the attention, let's say, for some potential customers.
Mhm.
So the first line already matters, or the second one. No.
Mhm. But I have experience with AI that you could teach it your personal style and you can challenge it and fight with it. I usually pre- it prepares something for me, and I said, okay, now put some bullets in here, and what is wrong with this, and it came up with way better. Texts and solutions that it was at the beginning. So if you know how to use AI on a not this basic level, it helps. It also helps a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I will say that we need to take the advantage of the technology, but on the other side, we need to be a little bit, let's say, precautious or careful with it. It can become really fast, really generic.
Mhm.
Like I said, I mean, you see, let's say, especially on LinkedIn or even some other social media, the posts which are more or less the same structure, the same words used, and so on. And on the other hand, there are like a lot of creators, content creators, or let's say, entrepreneurs who say that they don't use the AI for their content or writing or even commenting.
Mhm.
And I'm talking about some big names, let's say on LinkedIn as well, and they know that their writing style is authentic, so nobody can copy it, you know.
Mhm.
And okay, like you said, you can train AI to personalize your let's say your writing. I didn't get so far with it. I use it a little bit, just more or less for brainstorming, for some guidance, but more or less I use only my, let's say, my writing skills, my style, and this makes you authentic. It makes you also stand out, and so on. Yeah.
So if I want to be a better writer, are you the person where I get to, and you will help me with that?
Yes, I had some clients actually who let's say contacted me because they had, let's say, these automations for cold messages, or let's say even cold calls, or they were doing some templates or some generic let's say writing, and then I check them, and I let's say I coach them or guided them how to change that. So I had some cases we did quite an improvement on that. And what they struggled the most is they had really low engagement, really low response rate. Because I mean, you can feel that there is, let's say, some automation on the other side, talking to you, or you see the same messages coming into your inbox over and over.
Hmm.
And of course, you don't pay attention to that. So I really empower, let's say, people working in sales or business people or companies to use. I mean, of course, to use the technology, but let's say focus on the authentic writing style, really personalized. I mean, you also need to personalize all these, I don't know, offers or sales letters or even CVs, to the people which are on the other side,
Hmm. Excellent. And another thing, I see a lot of IT guys, especially when in tech startups or tech companies that don't know how to sell. And I think you're the doctor for that. Is that correct?
Yeah, yeah. I have like more than 15 years experience in B2B sales and B2C sales as well. Um, yeah, there's like a common problem. I mean, you are really good in, let's say, in developing the products. You have like, let's say, technical background and stuff like that.
Hmm.
But at the end, you need to sell that. And of
Hmm.
course, you cannot have all the skills. I mean, you can learn those skills.
Hmm.
You need to start learning someday. And of course, you can take the, I don't know, the workshops and stuff like that, or let's say some YouTube lessons. But why I started to do these consultations, sales consultations or business development consultations, and let's say coaching one-on-one, is because I've seen that the people need individual support. They have specific problems, they have specific challenges, they have specific, let's say, industry background, specific products or services, and they need customized strategies, guidance, let's say, approaches and stuff like that. So that's why I'm focused on giving, let's say, individual support uh, to the companies or to the employees or entrepreneurs, freelancers, startups. Yeah.
Okay. And is there anything else you are offering? So far we covered sales, uh, then writing, and I think leadership is also on your menu.
Yeah, as I mentioned, I've been working in a corporate world for more than 15 years, and I've been leading teams as well. So I have like a lot of this experience of leading teams, I mean, or client communication as well. I've been attending like a lot of communication workshops, especially, let's say online or even live events. Also in Slovenia, we have some like really good leadership coaches.
Mhm.
So I learned, I've been testing, I've been improving, following the trends. And this is also the part, let's say, of support which you can get, let's say, if you have a team, if you're a small company, or if you have this, I don't know, some outsourced freelancers, you need to coordinate them as well. So the people, or let's say companies who are contacting me for, let's say, for this support or consultations, they also get, besides these sales strategies, and also communicate, written or verbal, like I said, and also this leadership approaches. Yeah, so like the whole package. Yeah.
Excellent. So, what is a sports background? How does it help you with all this, what you are doing?
Yeah, this is like really good question, because it is connected with these leadership skills I have. I've been playing basketball in my teenage years, so it's obviously a team sport.
Hmm.
We had a coach, so I was coached already back then in my teenage years.
Hmm.
And yeah, in team sports, I mean, you need to learn how to be coordinated, how to aim for the same goal, how to go through all the challenges together, how to celebrate the wins, how to not give up after the losses. So this team sport really gave me good fundamentals for leadership. I've been also, let's say, a team captain in some teams in my basketball career. So I already learned in those ages how to be, let's say, a leader, and this is what I later like developed even more in my career when leading teams. I've been still learning, still improving, following the trends, like I said, testing approaches. My advice, if you have like team members or dealing with clients as well, it's the same approach. Adapt your, I don't know, communication or approaches to each individual, because each individual is different character, has
Hmm.
different motivation for work, needs different challenges. So my advice is to customize your approaches, or I don't know, strategies to each individual. Yeah.
Excellent. In the sports, it's a common thing to have a coach or even more coaches. But in the business, it's not so common. What do you think about that?
Yeah, like you said, when I was growing up in a team sport without a coach, I couldn't, let's say, progress, or we needed to be, because we were like really wild teenagers. We needed somebody, to keep an eye on us, even outside of the courts, for example, and who had to, let's say, coordinate us, guide us, let's say, during the games, during the practice, and so on. So later on in my business career, I exactly knew what I needed to progress. So I was, let's say, also looking for a guidance from. I had luck. I had really good mentor in the beginning of my career in the company. I was like really appreciate that. And then later on, when I really started to invest in my knowledge and skills and so on, I also had some coaches. I was learning from some good, let's say, entrepreneurs, or let's say I was some good. So people,
Can
let's
you
say,
can, can you
sorry.
repeat the last sentences because I lost you for a moment?
Um, yeah, I said that in the beginning of my career, I had luck that I had really good mentor
Hmm.
who was guiding me, sharing experience, helping me to avoid, let's say, some mistakes and so on. And one important thing, he was standing behind me. That's like really important, having somebody in difficult times, or when you need some support, or somebody to talk about, even about some personal stuff.
Hmm.
And later on, I was also I was coached by some, let's say, business coaches, some different let's say, areas, from sales, communication, business development, entrepreneurship, and so on. I've been still learning a lot from the other people, and this is what it helped me a lot to progress faster. And they all gave me, let's say, the support which I needed in, let's say, in some moment. I always say, I mean, alone we can get far, but together, let's say with some supportive people or community, we get even further, you know. So I really empower people to look for the support, to look for the guidance, mentors, coaches, consultants, or let's say even for the personal lifestyle, let's say sports trainers and so on. You know, you progress much faster. You get the motivation, you get the guidance, and what the people which I work with tell me that I give them, let's say, much wider perspective on their challenges or much more solutions of their challenges or problems which they never thought of, you know, by themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, the other people can, you know, open your horizons, give you new perspectives, more objective point of view, you know, more ideas and so on. So let's say in the Western world, or let's say Western Europe or the US, this coaching is already like something must have, or like a trend.
Mm-hmm.
In this part of Europe, let's say Slovenia or some other countries, it is developing. It is developing, and the people realize that they need this support. Yeah.
So, what would you say was the best business advice you received, or the worst one?
The best one I would say is, if you prepare to fail, if you fail to prepare, you're prepared to fail. You know,
Okay.
so let's say preparation is really important. You know, I always tell, let's say, clients or some other or people in general, if you go to some important or difficult business meetings, negotiations, even let's say job interviews, you need to come prepared.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
To avoid improvisation, avoid all the stress, avoid, let's say, to stay without words in some situation, you know, to freeze and stuff like that. You know, the more you practice those things and the more you visualize, or the more you're preparing for those things, I mean, you don't always succeed, but you have like much bigger chances, you know, to achieve your goals, you know.
Absolutely.
So, and the other one was, of course, yeah, be supportive to the other people. Absolutely. I mean, you cannot do everything alone, you know.
Okay. So, what surprised you the most in your entrepreneurial journey?
Honestly, it's like that the people who contact me, or let's say the companies or individuals, we discuss their challenges, their problems, their, let's say, vision. I tell them my perspective. I give them some solutions. They see, or I also see if we fit well, if they like my energy and stuff like that. And the price is it depends on their challenges, actually, you know. And let's say how many hours to tell, let's say, to go through them. So semi-custom, I have some rates, but it really depends on the challenges and, let's say, the quantity of, let's say, hours needed to be invested in that process. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, uh, do you think is that today is the easiest way to start your business and to succeed ever?
You mean comparing to some, I don't know, 10 years ago?
Yeah.
I mean, my opinion is that starting a business was the same. I mean, the difficulty was the same back then as it is now. It all depends on you and your ideas, your productivity. But now, what's easier? It's easier to promote yourself, to promote your, I don't know, or personal brand or your products or services. You know, with this reach now, you can, you know, you can reach the whole world. I mean, any country, any potential client around the world. So this part is easier, absolutely, yeah. And of course, the technology helps. You know.
So, how being physically fit influence your career, your business, every aspect of your life?
I would say mentally fit and physically fit
Okay.
helps a lot. You know, if you are, let's say, if you take care of recovery, let's say movement, quality sleep, socializing, and stuff like that, I mean, you come the next day better prepared to your, let's say, work challenges or some business challenges. So it absolutely helps. And of course, nutrition is also important. I mean, there's like a variety of things which you need to take care of to perform, let's say, on better level. But like I said, movement, recovery, sleeping habits, nutrition, it absolutely helps you to perform better in personal life, career life, and business, of course. Because on the other side, if you don't take care of that, and if you, let's say, non-stop hustle and so on, you can get burnout. Absolutely. And that's like a big loss. I mean, you're gonna lose the time. You're gonna lose, let's say, your wealth, your health status, and physical and mental condition, and so on. So it is. I really empower people. I also write content on LinkedIn about that, about improving personal and business performance. So check it out for some free tips. Some people get it, and a lot of successful entrepreneurs, which I spoke to, they told me the same. We talked about their habits, their lifestyle, and there's a common pattern. I mean, not all of them, but like a lot of people I spoke to, they have this, let's say, sorted out. They have this as a priority. They focus more on smart work, quality of work, let's say, more important things, priorities, and not so let's say on quantity of work.
Mhm.
The volume of work.
Mhm.
This counts, let's say, with experience, with ages as well.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So uh, we usually can imagine or relate how to uh, be physically fit, how to work on this. There are a lot of things we can do. We can just walk or run or go to fitness and do some sports and things like that. But uh, how to work on being mentally fit? Do you have any short hints or advice for that?
I can. I
Improve that?
mean, I can share my approaches or my experience.
Yeah.
What I do, let's say, a couple times per week, especially after the working hours, I go, let's say, walking in the nature. This really helps me. Let's say I leave the phone at home. I go walking outside, focus on the environment, clear my head, get room for new ideas, and so on. So yeah, in these, let's say, times of like many distractions, it's really important to know how to, let's say, to recharge mentally as well, to recover, how to make more clear mind, how to have, let's say, less crowded mind, not nonstop, some tasks going on. So to step a little bit back. That's my experience. That's my approach. Yeah.
So
For me,
you
let's say outdoor activities.
yeah, you
This what
basically
works for
say
me. Yeah.
to be physically active also help you with mental fitness.
Yeah. And by physically active, I don't have in mind that you need to do, or I don't do, let's say, every day some activity, some hard activities. I mean, even let's say 15 minutes walk,
Mhm.
it's like really underrated activity. You
Mhm.
can do it anytime, anywhere. You can do it, let's say, for 10 minutes, and it already has some effect, or let's say for 1 hour. So walking, one of the most underrated activities, absolutely,
Mhm.
especially for hardworking people, or some people who don't like to do sports, who don't like that intensity,
Mhm.
but need some movement. Walking, it's like really good option.
Excellent. So, for somebody who wants to create a thriving business without burnout, uh, would be some general advice how to approach that?
Work-life balance, this needs to be prioritized, absolutely. Um, let's say, I mean, we all have like a lot of space for improvement, let's say, on our organizational habits, let's say, some routines, some efficiency, focus approaches. So thinking about, let's say, about also about your personal time, about things which you like to do, let's say, or some hobbies, or let's say socializing. This also helps, to have also that motivation for work. And why free time, or let's say this balance, is also important, because in free time we recover mentally, we recover physically from, let's say, from hard work or from intensive work. And I mean, you can hustle like nonstop for about, I don't know, some months or maybe some years when you're younger,
Mhm.
but later on, this, it sums up, all this intensity. And I believe, or I heard like a lot of these stories with the burnouts, that this at some point explodes because the people were not listening,
Mhm.
or they did not pay attention to the signals which their body, or I don't know, their mind gave them or
Mhm.
was giving them.
Mhm.
And say they overdid it, yeah, because they didn't take care. And of course, also neuroscientific approaches, or let's say approaches to train sports trainers, they really emphasize the importance of quality sleep, recover, um, like I said before, nutrition, and so on. It's like the I always treat business people as pro athletes, you know. Pro
Mhm.
athletes, okay, they have like specified training, how many hours per day, but they also know how much they need to rest and how to recover. And in business, it's the same, you know. Okay, you had really intense week. Okay, take your weekend off,
Mhm.
or you had really to take for yourself movement, to take care of your work-life balance, take care of your body, let's say recovery, sleeping habits, and so on. Because careers or business, they don't run on exhaustion.
Mhm.
If you want to have sustainable career, sustainable business, you need to take care of that as well.
They said that if our mobile phone battery is empty, we immediately run to recharge it, but we don't do
Yeah.
it with our bodies.
The same is with cars. I mean, with the tank, the fuel
Yeah,
tank is empty. I mean, we go to fill it, and yeah, we really. I mean, some people, I will not say everyone, but some people don't realize that they need to recharge their bodies as well. I'm always, let's say, emphasizing that, like I said before, that we need to have sustainable careers, sustainable business. We need to survive, let's say, the next years or decade. You know,
so I like this talk because we challenged or tackled uh, basically holistic approach to business and to be a person itself. Thank you for a lovely talk. We are about the end. Any final thoughts?
yeah, invest in yourself, invest in your education, knowledge, skills, follow the trends, and be surrounded with supportive people. Okay, don't be afraid to ask for help, for the advice. My experience, let's say online or on some live events, it's that anyone I asked for the advice, for help, for some tips, they were really open or willing to help. You know,
Exactly.
so many times the people are just afraid to ask,
Mhm.
but there's like it's really supportive community,
Mhm.
business community, or let's say, or online community, let's say, especially on LinkedIn. It's really supportive. That's
Mhm.
my experience. So take the advantage of it and be brave and just do it. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, Robert, for this productive communication.
I enjoy it very much.
Yeah, me too.
Okay. Thank you and goodbye.